Once, when she was young and innocent, the moon had two eyes instead of one. Every night she shone full and round, giving light to all in need. Those who received her comfort blessed her, and she loved them in return. But those who thrived in the darkness hated her. Murderers and bandits cursed her for revealing their crimes, for confining them to scraps of shadow. If only she were not there, they muttered, all the world would be theirs to keep. One such man was a thief of unrivaled skill. No rich man's gates could keep him out, and no coin could hide from his nimble fingers. But every thief falls prey to ill luck, and many times the moonlight revealed his presence and forced him to flee. The moon had cost him a fortune in gold, for which the thief would not forgive her. He swore he would make her pay in kind. On a clear night, the thief carried a lute to the top of an open hill. He plucked its strings and sang ballads so sweet that the moon turned her head to listen. She leapt down from the sky to the grassy hill and shyly approached the thief as he sang. Step by step, she drew closer, entranced by his music. When she reached his side, the thief sprang up, drew his dagger, and gouged out the eyes of the terrified moon. He ran away, clutching her eyes in his hands as she wailed in pain behind him. When the moon returned to the sky, she could not bear for her wounded face to be seen. In her shame, she rendered the earth blind with her. Though she heard despairing pleas from lost and fearful men, and even the cries of frightened animals, she refused to give her light again. Then, one night, as the moon drifted forlornly over the sea, she heard a burst of laughter and song from a ship below. Among the many coarse voices of drunken men, the moon heard one that she recognized in an instant. It was the thief who had stolen her eyes. She heard him loudly boast of being the greatest of all thieves. She heard him laugh at how easily he had tricked her. She heard him as he displayed her eyes to all the other men who congratulated him and toasted him with more wine. As her anger grew, the sea began to churn. The moon reached down and pulled at the waves until they rose above the ship. The water swept over the deck and carried the thief overboard. She heard the thief struggle and gasp as the sea stole his breath away. She heard the men rush to the side of the ship and call out to the thief, cursing the night that hid him from their eyes. She listened and waited for the thief to drown, alone and cold in the dark water. One of the moon's bright eyes floated to the surface of the sea, and an albatross returned it to her. But though she searched, she never found the other. Perhaps it sank with the corpse of the thief and was eaten by a lurking creature. For there are tales of strange fish that glow with their own light in the black, sunless depths. But the moon now has only one eye, scratched by the thief's blade and clouded by seawater. It burns in agony if she looks too long upon the earth, so she must sometimes turn away to rest. That is why the moon waxes and wanes, and is no longer always full. And should any foolish thieves fall under her gaze, she will bring down misfortune upon them.